What is up, everybody? So as you can see, I finally got my new scooter, the Vitacci Tank 200. It is a 168cc fuel injected scooter, and this thing is much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. It got here and I got it unwrapped. I ordered it assembled, so pretty much the only thing I had to put on was the mirrors and the trunk and the side box storage. And now I just got to go get some gas and go for a ride. But yeah, this is the first time I'm taking it out for a ride. So after I get some gas, I will pull over somewhere and show you this scooter. So here it is. This is the Vitacci Tank 200, the 168cc, and this is the Deluxe version, which has a few extra features on it. So I'll go over that. So the standard version has 12-inch tires, and the Deluxe version has 13-inch tires. The standard version does not come with this bar or this bar down here, but it's on the Deluxe. The standard does have this bar up here. The standard version does not come with the luggage racks. It comes with the trunk, but not the luggage racks. Now the standard does come with bars here, but they're a little bit different, so you can't put side boxes on it, but there are bars on here. The standard does not come with a Bluetooth connection. The Deluxe does. I'm not exactly sure where the speaker is. It's somewhere under here. I had this open yesterday, but I forgot to look for where the speaker is, but it's somewhere under here, and it's pretty loud. But yeah, you can hook your connect your phone to it, play music, and also down here there's an SD card slot and a USB slot, so you can put music in there. I don't really listen to music all that much. I may end up disconnecting the speaker, and the only reason why is because every time you turn the key,
Bluetooth mode.
It says that every time, Bluetooth mode, every time you turn the key. So you got your speedometer up here.
Bluetooth mode.
And it's, I believe I got it set for miles per hour. And you got your odometer down here, your gas gauge, your time. Push this button, you can switch it to trip and reset, the trip to 0. And but yeah, and I got my quad lock on here already. So and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this, was because the bars are exposed, so it's easy to put stuff on the handlebars. So in order to pop the seat, come over here where your key is, you just turn it to the left and it clicks. There's the under seat storage, which does not fit my helmet. I have a modular helmet now, as you can see, and it does not fit the helmet, but you can put a few things in here. You got your gas right there, but the trunk does fit my helmet, and you got two keys here. One is for the side boxes, the other is for the trunk. Turn that, push the button here, and open up the trunk. You got a nice storage space in the trunk here, and it It does fit my helmet, which is awesome. Another thing I like is if you take this screw out right here and then push this button, the whole trunk pops off. So you can take the trunk off, you can put it back on, put the screw back in it. So you don't have to mess with any screws or anything for taking the trunk off, except for that one little one there. And then these, they pop off too. So you open this up, and it's got my hat in here. The other one's empty. Basically you just push that button and the whole thing pops off, and then it sets, see if I can show this, it sets on the bars right there underneath, and then it just snaps into place right here. So that's nice to be able to pop all these off, you know, anytime I need to without having to deal with a bunch of screws. And then of course you got your passenger pegs here, and it barely clicks in, so you push it in to pop it open, but if you go to try to do that to put it back in, it won't go back in. You just got to push it slowly, and there's a low click. And then of course you got your kickstand here, and I really like how much it leans on the kickstand, because my 50cc scooter, it did not lean very much at all. So I always was worried that it would tip over on me, but this leans pretty good. And another thing I really love about it is the center stand is extremely easy to put down. I can hold the bike with one hand and just push down on it, and there it goes up on the center stand. My 50cc, I don't know what the issue was with that, but it took forever to get it up on the center stand. I would have to pretty much put all my weight on this and then pick up the backside, which was really heavy. And I think it's because my 50cc has a shorter arm on it. So this one has a pretty long arm, and just pops right up on the center stand. So I'll be using that a lot. And then of course to put it back down, just push on it and it'll drop down, and I can put the kickstand back down. So that's pretty much it, other than your basics. You know, you got your kill switch here, you got your push start, you got your horn, your turn signals, high beam, low beam, which I think they got this backwards. Let me go ahead and start it up.
Bluetooth mode.
So yeah, I think they got the high beam, low beam backwards. So that's supposed to be high beam, and I think that's low beam. If I put on low beam, it's on high beam. So yeah, they just got that backwards. So my high beam is actually down, my low beam is actually up here. So I don't know if you can hear it started right now, but it's not very loud, it's pretty quiet. You got a muffler guard here, you know, that's pretty nice. It still gets warm. And then you got disc brake on the front and the back, and dual suspension, and of course you got your battery down here. You got a cup holder. Also the VIN number does not VIN number, yeah, I'm looking at the VIN number there, but the standard version does not have this cup holder right here, this little storage space. It's just just a flat area, I think. But it does have, both of them have this storage space here. And it also has a USB port here. So I can plug in my phone. I put a phone charger in here, run it up here, you know, wrap it around, have it dangling, and I can plug in my phone. I don't have the charger for the quad lock, so I may get that someday. But anyway, that's it. The Vitacci Tank 200, which is not a 200, it's actually a 168. And see here, it's the Tank 200 Deluxe. Got to pull this thing off. So yeah, the Deluxe version. And I have seen a few videos of the standard version, but I have not seen one single video on the Deluxe. I'm glad I didn't run over that piece of glass for it. But yeah, I think, and I searched all over YouTube, so I believe that my video here is the very first Vitacci Tank 200 Deluxe on YouTube. And I've looked everywhere, YouTube and just other sites, you know, and they're all the standard. But here's the Deluxe for anybody who is interested. Go ahead and shut this off. But yeah, I'm gonna head back out on the road, do some more riding, and see you on the road. Alright, back on the road again. So I have not taken this up to its top speed yet. Like I said, I just got it like 3 days ago or 2 days ago. So just gonna take it easy for now until I get it broken in. But this thing is supposed to get up to 70 miles per hour, which I think that's pretty accurate, because I had a 150 and it got up to 60. So a 168 cc, I'm pretty sure it can get up to 70, but I'm not going to test that today. Just out here for a ride. It's a little chilly out for a ride anyway, because when I'm not riding, you can feel the sun. It's pretty warm, but get out here on the road and yeah, it's a little cold. So 45 is pretty much the speed that I could get on my 50cc. It took a while to get there, but this one, no problem. So I'll tell you a little bit about the shipping, which I wasn't too fond of, because it got delayed delivery 3 times. I ordered this on February 22nd, and it took a week for them to ship it, because of course they had to assemble it. And it shipped out on March 1st, and it was supposed to be delivered on Wednesday the 6th. And then it got delayed to Friday, and then it got delayed to Monday, then it got delayed to the next Wednesday, which was this past Wednesday. And so I'm not too happy with the shipping. I called them several times, you know, every time it was getting delayed. Call them up, tell them, hey, when you gonna be here, because I got a plan to be home when they show up. But I finally got it, and I already got my registration plate, insurance. I had to get my motorcycle permit again because the first one I had, I ended up selling that 150 bike because of that title issue, which I've talked about before. And then my permit expired, so I can have my permit one more time before I have to get my license. So I got 6 months on my permit. I'll probably get my license sometime in the summer when it's nice and warm, and then I'll be good to go. License, my 168 scooter. So I'm very happy right now. I love this bike. I haven't been able to get it set up for DoorDash yet. I'm trying to figure out a way to set up my delivery bag and be able to swap out, you know, my bag with the trunk, because I really like the trunk. I want to be able to use the trunk, but I haven't been able to figure out a way to set up my delivery bag, because it, you know, it has to be sitting on a flat surface, and it's not really flat back there unless I put a rack on it. And if I put a rack on it, then it's pretty much going to be permanent, and I won't be able to get my trunk on, you know, unless I take the rack back off. And I usually put the rack on with a bunch of zip ties, so I don't want to have to cut the zip ties off every time I want to take the rack off and put my trunk on. But I'll get it figured out. Not much to do today, just riding around, heading into the Walmart parking lot here, and then not sure where I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll go over the bridge over there. I'm still getting used to the throttle on this thing because it goes. I'm so used to riding my 50cc, and I gotta full throttle it right from the start just to get going. But this thing, you barely turn that throttle and it goes. Turn right here and go over the bridge. I can open it up a little. I got a really heavy side wind coming from my right. It does not feel very good. It is a little windy today. Turn left here, get that wind behind me. And it's still a little chilly too. On the ride, anyway. Right now, I can feel the heat of the sun. It's pretty warm. But I get going, and it is kind of cold, so probably head on back home here pretty soon. I checked the tire pressure on this earlier because it felt a little rough, and they got the tire pressure a little too high. It's supposed to be 32, what it says on the tire. And they got it at like 42, 44. So probably gonna let some air out of it, you know, at least down to 35 or something. And it's really quiet too when you're just sitting here idling. Not very loud at all. And it's not too loud when you're riding too. Of course, I got the helmet on. That helps. But even without the helmet, you know, it's not like it's hurting my ears or anything. I mean, it's a pretty quiet bike. I mean, it is a scooter. so it's not gonna have that you know, full-size motorcycle sound to it. Go through the square here, and then I'll probably take a ride through the college area. Then I'll probably head on back home. I like these mirrors too because they stick out a little more than the ones I had on my 50cc, so I can actually see behind me without having to move my arm out of the way. That's all I saw with my 50cc, with my arm. I'm going to turn right here because I don't want to go on the brick road. Yeah, I can't wait for it to warm up some more so I can take this thing out of town, do some highway riding, because that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this thing, because I was just tired of riding around town all the time for my videos. So that little 50cc, not really made for out of town riding like that, but this one, can't wait to head out of town and do some, you know, adventure rides. But anyway, I'm gonna head on back home. Got some other things I need to do today. So hope you enjoyed the video on the Vitacci Tank 200 Deluxe. I believe it is the only video on YouTube on this scooter. Like I said, it's pretty much all the standard versions, but this is the deluxe version. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again next time.